President Cyril Ramaphosa of the Republic of South Africa is the first president in the 21st century in the whole world without a parliament for his cabinet. A first president in the world to ever hold the State of Nation address 3 times in the community hall. The big and the most important question is, what kind of a president is Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa? It has been 2 years since this incident happened, but he is failing to restore the parliament. You can tell by the look on his face, he doesn't care. During the pandemic, on the 2nd January 2022, the country woke up to the shocking news on every social media platforms, television and radio station that our parliament was on fire. What puzzles the country the most is the fact that not a single soul noticed anything regarding how the fire was ignited. Even the staff working in the parliament didn't see anything until the fire was big enough to destroy anything and everything. That was called the Parliament of the Republic of South Africa under the leadership of Cyril Ramaphosa. The investigation team hired to investigate this case was not able to find what exactly led to the fire. Till today, no clear information on the cause of the fire has been found, and no one is held accountable for the burning down of the high office, except that puppet man that was arrested seemed to be out of his mind. The country has lost millions due to this incident that destroyed one of the oldest and important buildings in the country. The country will once again lose millions to rebuild this parliament. All this under the leadership of President Cyril Ramaphosa. Today, the President of South Africa and his cabinet could not hold the State of Nation address in the parliament, which has never happened before in the country. 2 years later, once again, the State of Nation address is held in the hall for the 3rd time in a row. It is utterly terrible and honestly disturbing that the president and his whole team in the cabinet hasn't worked out towards fixing what they themselves need in order to run this country properly. After 2 whole years, the parliament hasn't been fixed, and the people of South Africa must believe in the president's promises. When he fails to fix even the simplest, most important thing that the country depends on to function properly. Once again, on the 8th February, the country awaits for the president's speech in a painful, embarrassing and degrading experience for the people of South Africa to see the leadership of the country dressing up in their extravagant designer clothes, going to attend the State of Nation address at the hall and not in the parliament. All the members of the parliament looked happy, engaging very well with each other and the media, as if nothing is wrong in this country. They had no shame that they have no parliament and South Africa is falling apart right in their hands. Some of the cabinet members who are in the cabinet today were members during the time of former President Nelson Mandela, former President Thabo Mbeki, and some were even in the cabinet of former President Jacob Zuma, and they are now part of the cabinet with Cyril Ramaphosa. Now the big question is, how are these members watching South Africa falling apart right in front of their eyes? And they are still squabbling to remain in the cabinet, whereas the country is in the worst state ever been. They have forgotten the real reason why they are in the cabinet in the first place. South Africa does not have a parliament today. This is a clear indication that the kingdom that was ruling in the parliament of South Africa is conquered. New unshakable kingdom is rising with the new leadership that will be able to bring peace and prosperity to all the people of the country and the whole of Africa. Mark my words.
Rise, South Africa, rise! Phakama, Mzansi phakama! Rise, Africa, rise!